Welcome to the Smartacus Quiz 2022, the Hindustan Times National Interschool Quiz.
Hello and a warm welcome to each and every one of you assembled here today. Today we are here for the quarterfinals in the North Zone. My name is Sham Shirodkar and I shall be your quiz master for today. Let us take you to meet the two teams. On one side is Air Force Golden Jubilee Institute from New Delhi, and facing them across the table is Delhi Public School Sector 19 from Faridabad. We shall ask the team from Air Force Golden Jubilee Institute, New Delhi, and give us a short introduction.
My name is Divyansh Rai. I study in class 9. My hobby is computer programming.
I'm Shlok Sachin. I'm currently in grade 10. I solve a lot of different types of Rubik's Cubes and I love playing guitar.
Let us move on and meet your team captain for today.
My name is Hindustan Singh and I am in class 12, and this year I have boards and I am interested in physical sports like cricket, football and many things, especially the sci-fi thing.
Let us go across to your opponents now. The team from Delhi Public School Sector 19, Faridabad.
I'm Charvi Arora. I am a 9th grade student and my hobbies are mainly reading.
I am Rajan. I am a student of grade 10 and I like to do some artworks like sketching and drawing in my free time.
Let us go across and meet the team captain.
I am Ananya Prasad. I'm in grade 10. I'm from Delhi Public School Sector 19. My hobbies are mainly reading, writing and drawing.
That brings us to the end of the introductions from both the schools. Anirudh, as team captain, what would you like to call? Heads or tails?
The heads.
Heads, says Anirudh. Let me flip the coin. This time it comes up tails. Before we go ahead, let's show you the game. Charvi, please tell me which of these topics would you like to play?
I'd like to choose Shakespeare idioms.
Shakespeare idioms from literature and language. The first of your questions, Charvi, is this. Which comedy by Shakespeare has an idiomatic title that, and this is the definition, focuses on a positive ending, which can compensate for any problems that may have come before? And the hint is, the answer is a 5-word phrase, and all the words in that phrase are 4 letters long. Your time starts now. It is the name of a comedy by Shakespeare, and that title has become a common phrase or idiom in English. 15 seconds to go. And your time is up. Charvi, do you want to take a guess?
Yes, I would like to take a guess. I think the answer is the Comedy of Errors.
The Comedy of Errors is a 4-word title, so it won't be 5 words. Not a problem, that was a good attempt. Let us now go across to your teammates. Rajan and Ananya, you cannot talk to each other. 15 seconds beginning now.
I'm going to answer, and the answer is all's well that ends well.
Ananya unmutes and in a flash, she says, all's well that ends well. I think for this question, that can very well be the motto for your team. All's well that ends well, right? Let's take a look at the answer. All's well that ends well is correct. No matter if there are bad experiences before, there shall be a positive ending. We now go back to Charvi to ask her the second question. Which common idiom or phrase signifying a great deal of commotion over something trivial or unimportant originates from the title of yet another Shakespearean comedy? And the hint is, it is a 4-word phrase. The first word has 4 letters, then 3 letters, then 5 letters, then 7 letters. Your time starts now. This is for Charvi. A great deal of commotion or uproar or hullabaloo over something that is not really important. 15 seconds to go.
So I would like to pass.
Take a guess. Please don't pass. There are no negatives. Take the name of any Shakespeare comedy that you know. No? All right. We will respect your wishes. 15 seconds beginning now. Who wants to take this? 8 seconds to go. I hope you are signaling to each other. Last 3 seconds. Give me an answer quickly. All right. Time is up. We have an answer from you.
I'm going to guess Merchant of Venus.
Merchant of Venice. Again, that's not 4 words. It is 3 words. Not the answer we are looking for. Going across to Air Force Golden Jubilee Institute. Divyansh, Shlok and Anirudh. 15 seconds beginning now. Who wants to take this? Last 6 seconds. The name of a Shakespearean comedy. Time is up. Let's take a look at the answer. This is Much Ado About Nothing. Ananya looks up to the skies. She knew this play and maybe it just did not strike her at the right moment. No problem. Let us now go across to your opponents. Air Force Golden Jubilee Institute, New Delhi. Youngest member is Divyansh Rai. Divyansh, which topic would you like to play?
6 shrines.
Let's open up the box which says religion. First of your questions, Divyansh, is this. What you see on the left is the image of a beautiful shrine of the Sikh religion. This Gurudwara is in Pakistan and is at the location that Guru Nanak is believed to have passed away at. Said to be the site where he established the first Sikh commune. The name of the place means city of creator or God. Which town is this Gurudwara in? Founded by Guru Nanak Dev on the right bank of the Ravi River. And your time starts now.
Kartarpur.
Divyansh is showing why his hand went up in a flash. Let's take a look at that answer. He says Kartarpur. Kartarpur is correct. His hands go up in jubilation. Kartarpur, of course, famous now because of the Kartarpur corridor, which the ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Imran Khan, he established a corridor between India right up to the shrine of Kartarpur, through which devout Sikhs could pass without the necessity of a visa and visit the Kartarpur Gurudwara. Beautiful answer, Divyansh. I think it's a very good omen for you to start the quiz with. Let's see if you can match that with your second question. The chief Gurudwara of Sikhism and the most important pilgrimage site of the Sikhs is called the Golden Temple in English. It is more correctly known by what Indian name?
Amrit.
10 seconds to go. Last 5 seconds. Take a guess. How do the Sikhs know the Golden Temple as? All right. Time is up. You have a guess?
Swarna Mandir.
Swarna Mandir. Okay. That's a literal translation of Golden Temple. Not the answer we are looking for. Let us go across to Shlok and Anirudh. Who wants to take this? 15 seconds beginning now. By what Indian name do the Sikhs know the Golden Temple? What is the correct name? Last 2 seconds.
Guru Nanak Sahib.
Guru Nanak Sahib. No, that's a good guess, but that's really the name of the Guru of the Sikhs. Let's go across to Delhi Public School, Faridabad. 15 seconds beginning now.
I would like to answer.
Go ahead, Rajan.
Sir, I think it's Sri Harmandir Sahib.
He thinks it is Sri Harmandir Sahib. Let's take a look at that answer slide and see if we can give him points. Harmandir Sahib is correct. It's also called the Darbar Sahib. 1 point on the steal to Delhi Public School from Faridabad. They claw back the advantage that they lost in their direct specialized topic. That brings us to the end of both the specialized topics played by the youngest members of both of these fine young teams from the North Zone of India. We will go back to the team which won the toss, as always. Delhi Public School, Faridabad. The person going second was said to be Rajan Dubey. Rajan, please unmute yourself and tell me which topic would you like to play.
Sir, I'll go with FIFA World Cup 2022.
FIFA World Cup 2022. Rajan, the first of your football questions is this. Wales, the country Wales, qualified for the FIFA World Cup 2022 for the first time since 1958. And in that year, in 1958, they were defeated narrowly in the quarterfinals by the eventual champions Brazil, courtesy a single solitary goal scored by a 17-year-old playing in his very first World Cup. Who was this young goal scorer? Your time starts now.
Sir, I am not sure of the answer, but I'll take a guess.
Go ahead. No negatives even if you get it wrong.
Is it Pele?
Is it Pele? He says. He sees Brazil, he sees the year 1958 and the youth of that person. Let's take a look at the answer. Pele is correct. Beautiful answer. Rajan thanks his stars there. 2 points to your team. Let's show you your second question on the FIFA World Cup. Which country had actually qualified for the 1950 FIFA World Cup but couldn't participate as they were used to playing barefoot, which was against the prevalent rules of FIFA at that time? Another possibly greater problem was the fact that there was very less money for the team to travel for the World Cup. Take a look at the year, think logically, you will get the answer.
Sir, again, I'm not very sure, but I'll take a guess. Is it Argentina?
Is it Argentina, says Rajan? Not Argentina. We will pass this as a bonus attempt to your teammates, Charvi and Ananya. 15 seconds beginning now. Who wants to take this?
Let Chavi take this.
Okay, Charvi, go ahead.
Sir, I think the answer is India.
Charvi says the answer is India. 1950 was just 3 years after independence. Indians and poverty was a very, very bitter fact of life, and perhaps that is why people had to play barefoot. Let's take a look at the answer slide. Charvi comes good. She acts like a good goalkeeper for Delhi Public School, and I think those two clenched fists of jubilation on the youngest member of their team says it all. That brings us to an end of the topic FIFA World Cup for Rajan. We will go across to their opponents, Air Force Golden Jubilee Institute. The person going second is going to be Shlok Sachin. Shlok, which topic would you like to play?
Sir, it's astronomical.
It's astronomical. What are the odds that an astronomy fan will get to choose a topic on astronomy? Let's open up the box of science. The first question coming up now. The Latin word for cloud or fog is used to describe star-forming luminous regions in interstellar space, which comprise ionized or molecular hydrogen and cosmic dust. A female member of the Guardians of the Galaxy also shares the same name. What's the good word or name? Your time starts now.
Sir, nebula.
All right. On the left, you see an example of one such cloud or fog. Shlok barely lets that timer start and he says nebula. Let's take a look at the answer and see if he gets points. Nebula is correct. That's a good 2 points to you. Let's take you to your second question. What two-word term describes a system of two stars that are gravitationally bound and in orbit around each other, as you see in the image? The term was first used by William Herschel in 1802. Examples would include Sirius A and B and Algol A and B. The hint is it's a two-word answer and the second word is star. Your time starts now. Think of what we call a system which consists of just two things.
Sir, binary.
What is the full answer that you want?
The binary star system.
Shlok says binary star system. Let's take a look at the answer. Binary star is correct. Binary meaning two. That is why even in computers, We have the binary system, which is 1 and 0. That's a good answer, Shlok. At the end of 4 specialized topics, almost nothing separates these two teams. We have Delhi Public School Faridabad on 5 points, and we have the leaders at this moment by a wafer-thin margin of 1 point. Air Force Golden Jubilee Institute, on the back of that good astronomy topic by Shlok, are on 6 points. Ananya, please unmute yourself and let me know which topic would you like to play.
Musical instruments.
The first of your questions, Ananya Prasad, is this. Name this brass musical instrument which you see on the left. It consists of a long cylindrical metal tube that is turned in 2 places, and it has a movable slide or valves for varying the tone. It usually has a range 1 octave lower than that of the trumpet. And there is a hint. The name is an anagram of the letters Moor Bend. So if you rearrange the letters Moor Bend, you will get the name of this musical instrument. Your time starts now.
Trombone.
Ananya says trombone very hesitantly, but her English and the letters arranging seem to be on point. Let's see if we can give her 2 points. Trombone it is. Good answer by Ananya Prasad. The captain from DPS begins well. Let's see if she can continue her form with the second question. In Indian classical music, which fretless string instrument supports and sustains the melody of a singer or of another instrument by providing a continuous drone in a fixed scale?
While I'm not sure about the answer, I'll go with a veena.
You will go with the veena. Well, veena is also used in many concerts to support the singer, but it is not a fretless string instrument, and it's certainly not a continuous drone. So we will go across to your teammates, Charvi and Rajan.
Sir, I think the answer is sitar.
The answer is sitar, says Charvi. A rare miss by both the attempts for DPS. We will go across to Air Force Golden Jubilee Institute. 15 seconds beginning now. Who wants to take this? Yes, Air Force Golden Jubilee Institute. Last 6 seconds.
Sir, I have a guess.
Go ahead, Divyansh.
Sir, Tanpura.
Divyansh says Sir Tanpura. I don't know whether he's calling me Tanpura or he's taking a guess. Let's take a look at the answer. Tanpura or Tambura is right. His hands go up yet again. I'm loving reactions shown by Divyansh in this quiz. I think this is the kind of exuberance that we really want in Smartacus 2022. 1 point on the steal, a very crucial stolen point for Air Force Golden Jubilee Institute. I will now call upon Anirudh Pratap Singh to tell me which of the 3 remaining topics would he like to play.
The Indian dynasty.
Let's open up the history box. The Mamluk dynasty, founded in 1206, was the first to rule the Delhi Sultanate till 1290. Its founder was a Turkish Mamluk general of the Ghurid Empire from Central Asia. You can do either of 2 things. You can either give me his name or tell me what was the alternative name of the Mamluk dynasty, which derives from the meaning of the word Mamluk, which is a person owned or entrapped by another.
Iltutmish.
Iltutmish, says Anirudh Pratap Singh. Unfortunately, not Iltutmish. Let's ask your teammates, Divyansh and Shlok. Big clue there.
Go ahead, Divyansh.
Muhammad Ghori.
Muhammad Ghori, says Divyansh. Rare miss by somebody who is in fine form today. We will go across to the opponent team, Delhi Public School from Faridabad. 15 seconds beginning now. Who wants to take this? Take a guess. Last 3 seconds.
I'm gonna guess Kutubuddin Aibak.
Ananya Prasad says, I'm going to guess Kutubuddin Aibak. Kutubuddin Aibak is correct. A person owned or entrapped by another is called a slave. And the Mamluk dynasty was also called the slave dynasty, established, of course, by Kutubuddin Aibak, who commissioned or started the construction of such beautiful structures as the Qutub Minar in Delhi, which bears his name, and also the beautiful Adhai Din Ka Jhopda in Ajmer. 1 point on the steel has gone to Delhi Public School from Faridabad for the second question on Indian dynasties, which shall be answered by Anirudh. Which dynasty of Rajput origin that ruled much of the Bundelkhand region, which was at that time called Jeja Kabukti, between the 9th and 13th centuries, built the famous temples at Khajuraho, which was their original capital? And there is a hint. Some historical texts suggest that the name of this dynasty comes from the fact that they belong to the legendary Moon dynasty.
Jaichand?
I want the name of a dynasty. So it means like a family or a line of kings. Last 10 seconds. Think about it. The answer might come to you. Moon. Last 3 seconds. All right. The answer that I heard from you was Jaichand, which is anyways not the answer that we wanted. We will again go to Divyansh and Shlok. Take a guess. Your captain has actually given a big clue in his way of thinking. Last 2 seconds and the timer runs out. DPS, 15 seconds beginning now. Who wants to take a shot at this?
Shall we go for it?
So I think the answer is Chandravanshi dynasty.
Chandra does mean moon, but it's not that obvious. Let's take a look at the answer. This is the Chandelas. So not Chandravanshi, but the Chandelas, from Chand, of course, meaning moon. I love the way that Anirudh went up to Jaichand because it has Chand or Chand in it, which was the kind of clue that we were looking for. Very, very up and down kind of phase in the quiz. That brings us to the end of 6 specialized topics, going back to the team which won the toss earlier today. Delhi Public School, Faridabad. Quick 5 to 10 seconds. Unmute yourself, discuss and tell me which topic would you like to play for your team play section.
We'll take diseases.
Okay, what a sick choice of topic, no? Okay, the first of your questions coming up now. Which deadly disease has the alternative name of hydrophobia? Because one of the symptoms is a constriction or bunching together of the throat muscles, causing an inability to drink, resulting in what appears to be a fear of water. And your time starts now.
कोई idea है?
No.
Any guesses? Random? कुछ भी?
Work in progress.
Muscles affect होते हो?
I guess tonsil has something to
I
do
think
with
rabies
the
होगा.
issue engulfing.
Our final answer is rabies.
Ananya says our final answer is rabies. We need to see what fate lies in store. Let's take a look at the answer. Rabies is correct. Rabies is known as hydrophobia in a common language. And also, rabies is one of the few diseases for which until very, very recently, there was no cure. You could either get yourself vaccinated before or immediately after a dog bite, a bite from a dog infected with rabies. You could get a course of 5 or 9 injections. 2 points to DPS Faridabad for saying rabies in the nick of time. Let's show you your second question on disease. Which acute hemorrhagic fever is caused by the mosquito you see on the left, the Aedes mosquito, and is characterized by headache, severe joint pain, and a rash. It is not to be confused with malaria because it is also called breakbone fever. And your time starts now.
Yellow fever or somewhat like that.
Yellow fever mosquitoes I don't think होता है. Chicken pox? नहीं, chikungunya?
50
Dengue?
seconds to
Dengue.
Dengue.
Sure? Dengue करें?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go with our final answer is dengue.
Okay, they traveled the entire
Chikungunya.
length of chikungunya, chicken pox, malaria, I don't know what else, but they finally settled on dengue. Let's take a look at the answer slide. Dengue is correct. The name dengue or dengue comes into English. It came into English in the early 19th century from West Indian Spanish, which borrowed it from the Kiswahili term dinga. In fact, it is itself a shortening of the word kidinga popo. It is a disease caused by an evil spirit in Kiswahili. The borrowed term changed to dengue in Spanish. 2 points on the trot to the team from Delhi Public School, Faridabad. We will now go across for the final segment of specialized topics to the team from Air Force Golden Jubilee Institute, New Delhi. This is your specialized topic, the only one remaining on the grid, which is US state mottos. The first of your questions on US state mottos is this. What is the one-word motto of the US state of California, deriving from the days of the gold rush? We know it better thanks to an ancient Greek scientist from Syracuse, who, it is said, jumped out of his bathtub and ran down the street without any clothes on, shouting out this word after a new scientific principle struck him. Your time starts now.
Do you remember the name? I know him, but I'm currently not able to recall.
Archimedes, he shouted Eureka.
Yeah, yes.
Sir, our final.
Wait. One word motto.
And the scientist shouted out this word. The word which the scientist shouted out is the answer. Last 8 seconds.
He shouted Eureka.
Sir, our final answer is Eureka.
Let's take a look at the answer slide. Eureka is correct. Divyaj, hopefully with all his uniform on, is shouting Eureka to himself right now. 2 points to you. The next question coming up now. The state motto of Florida is also the official motto of the entire United States of America. It was adopted by the US Congress in 1956 to replace the old Latin one, which said E pluribus unum, which meant out of many, one. What is this new motto, which is in English? And blue, it expresses belief in the divine. Hint, we need a 4-word answer, and the number of letters are given. 2 in the first word, 3 in the second, 2 in the third, and 5 in the fourth. Your time starts now.
Any idea?
I think we should ask Anirudh Bhaiya.
I have no idea.
You can work this out. What 4-word phrase would show a belief in the divine? You will also find this on the US dollar. All right. We will move on to your opponents for a steal.
Is it very human?
No, I think the answer is in God we trust.
Our final answer is in God we trust.
I don't know whether that is an answer or a wish for the semi-finals, but let's take a look at the answer. In God we trust is correct. That is a magnification of the US dollar. And on the right, you see the seal of the state of Florida, which also says, in God we trust. That's 1 point on the steal. And now, at the end of all 8 topics, we have a situation where 9 points to New Delhi, 13 points to Faridabad. We are going to go back to Delhi Public School Sector 19 Faridabad and ask them which of the 2 mystery boxes would they like to play.
We'll go with mystery box 1.
All right, we shall proceed with the mystery box that you chose, which is mystery box number 1. Since the Formula One Constructors' Championships was introduced in 1958, which legendary team, the racing division of a famous luxury Italian car manufacturer, has been the most successful with 16 constructors' titles and 15 driver titles? And your time starts now.
Italian car manufacturing company.
I am not sure, but I guess it's something with Louis Hamilton, I guess. He's I guess very famous in Formula
One.
One.
का नाम बताना है.
Company का.
Ferrari? Is Ferrari Italian?
No, I don't think so.
Last 3 seconds.
Louis Hamilton.
यार हमें कंपनी का नाम बताना है. Italian.
Not sure.
Your time is up.
Our final.
I think
our
Louis
final-
Hamilton is a brand. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
Get an answer now.
Louis
Our
Hamilton.
final answer is Ferrari.
Okay, Ananya says, I've had enough of people arguing with my captaincy. Our final answer is Ferrari. Let's take a look at the answer slide because these questions don't pass. She crosses her fingers and it is Ferrari. A quick thanks to the divine up there. I think in God she trusts. Ferrari is correct. And I think the most beautiful part of this question today was not the answer or the points, but it was the way in which Ananya approached the question, breaking it down into one of the most recognizable car manufacturers she could think of, and then asking the most pertinent question, is it Italian or not? Ferrari is very much Italian. It is as Italian as the Italian flag. 2 points to you. That's a very good 2 points. Let's show you your second question. Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit was the first scientist to use mercury in what kind of useful device? And your time starts now.
I think the answer is obvious.
guessing thermometer because it's Fahrenheit as well.
नाम में Fahrenheit और mercury का
Why
एक
Fahrenheit
ही होता है,
नाम है तो I guess
Our final answer is thermometer.
logical guess.
Final answer is thermometer. You had 5 more seconds on the clock. You could have
Mercury thermometer.
but temperatures are raising. So let's take a look at the answer. Thermometer is good enough. Obviously, if it contains mercury, it will be a mercury thermometer. 2 points to you. Let's take you to the third and final question of your mystery box. Which legendary mythological prince sage, that is the gentleman you see on the right of that image, prayed to Lord Shiva and succeeded in bringing the river Ganga down to earth for the welfare of humanity? And your time starts now.
कुछ भी याद आ रहा है इसके बारे में? I think it's just out of the reach of my memory.
Like
No, not
ऐसा
out.
लग रहा है देखा हुआ बट याद नहीं आ रहा है ऐसा.
बहुत बार कहानी सुनी है, ये क्या था?
एक second. I think ये श्री भागीरथी, ऋषि भागीरथी.
बोल दे.
Let's go with it.
हाँ, captain.
Okay, our final answer is Rishi Bhagirathi.
Okay, she says our final answer is Rishi Bhagirathi or Bhagirath. Let's take a look at the answer. Bhagirath is correct. The river Ganga is called Bhagirathi in many places because the reason she came down to earth was Rishi Bhagirath prayed to Ganga, and she said finally that, okay, I will agree to come down, but if I fall down upon earth, I am so powerful that the entire earth could get flooded. Then Bhagirath prayed to Lord Shiva, will you please stand down at the spot where the river Ganga is falling down and take her in your hair first and then let her upon the earth very gently so that the earth does not get flooded, which was that painting that you saw. 2 points to you. You've maximized your mystery box with all 6 points. We shall now go across to your opponents for one final chance. The first of your questions from mystery box number 2 is this. In this painting by Raja Ravi Varma, which Apsara sent by Lord Indra is shown trying to break the strict penance of Rishi Vishwamitra? And your time starts now.
Any idea, guys? I'm not able to. I know the story, but the name.
I have listened to this story, but I don't know.
10 seconds to go.
Sir, I'm not able to recall.
All
Yeah.
right. Not a problem. We will pass you. There are no points for a steal. But let's ask the team from DPS if they have a guess.
So it's Menka.
Menaka, says somebody from DPS. Let's take a look at the answer. Menaka is correct. That is, we cannot give points, but this is the Apsara Menaka who was sent to disturb the penance of Rishi Vishwamitra. Let us go back to Air Force Golden Jubilee Institute. Let's show you your second question from the mystery box. Octopuses have 9 brains and 3 of what other vital organ?
It's heart. Should we go with it?
Heart, yeah, I think so.
Sir, our final answer is heart.
Shlok says our final answer is heart. let's take a look at the answer. Hearts is correct. There are 2 branchial hearts and 1 systemic heart. So that's how octopuses function. The final question of your second mystery box. In 1886, Thomas Alva Edison used carbonized bamboo to invent a new kind of a now common household device which would last for up to 1,200 hours of use. What very useful invention was this?
Light bulb.
Yes, sir, our final answer is light bulb or incandescent bulb.
Okay, Shlok says our final answer is the light bulb or the incandescent bulb. Let's take a look at the answer. Light bulb it is. I think a light bulb went off in their heads the moment they heard Thomas Alva Edison. That was indeed one of his most famous inventions. That brings us to the end of a very, very good round of mystery box play by both the teams. At the end of 8 specialized topics and 2 mystery boxes, the scores tell a very telling story. At 13 points is the team from Air Force Golden Jubilee Institute, New Delhi, but winning this quiz with a comfortable margin of 6 points is the team from Delhi Public School, Sector 19, Faridabad, led very ably by team captain Ananya Prasad, supported by the youngest member Charvi Arora, and last but certainly not the least, the third member Rajan Dubey. They finish with 19 points and advance into the next stage, which is the North Zone semi-finals. Congratulations to Delhi Public School, Faridabad. Well done. For now, this is me, Meghasham Shirodkar, signing off. Thank you for being here and God bless.